Okay, guys, I got two things to say. So, anyone who has finally waited, or is still waiting for the Bakugou X Mermaid, the Dragon Bakugou X Mermaid listener, it is so close to being finished. I've had such writer's block with that story. I felt so bad. And so it's finally almost done. Hopefully, it'll be out soon or later. But, anyways, if you could hear the fan, I'm so sorry. Right now, where I live, it was 105 degrees, and I'm doing this at night because it is cooler than it was, but it is 93. Whew. But, it will continue to be that hot. So, wish me luck. But anyways, I wanted to give you guys that news, and if you can hear bubblegum in my mouth, it's because I have bubblegum in my mouth. So anyways, I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy. One strange morning, you woke up in a forest. Why were you in a forest? You were definitely remembering falling asleep in your bedroom last night. So, by all means, you shouldn't be in a forest right now. You look around, no sign of civilization anywhere. You couldn't see the bright lights of the city in the distance or any lights that could tell where you were. Wait, is there even a forest near where I live? Just where the fuck were you? Alright, maybe if I start walking, I'll find out where I am, you said to yourself. Don't know what else to do, so it's worth a shot, you continued saying, knowing that this is probably going to be how you get killed. So, you started walking. Honestly, it felt kind of refreshing. You weren't the type of person who liked going outside, but even you could admit that it felt nice. By the afternoon, your enjoyment of this hike had long since passed. You were hungry, your legs hurt, and the top of it all, the bugs had gotten to you, and you were all itchy over the place. And with how hungry and tired you were, you collapsed. Yep, this is how you die. You didn't want to open your eyes. You knew you were awake, but you didn't want to be. Your head and stomach really hurt, and you would really rather be asleep than right now. You finally forced yourself to admit that you were awake and slowly opened your eyes. Somehow, you were in a weirder situation than earlier when you woke up in the forest. This time, you woke up in a cave? Oh, wow. Dragon, sorry. You looked directly to your left and saw what looked to be a campfire. You continued looking around and saw a makeshift bed, a pile of weapons, and a lot of bones. The bones were probably not a good sign. As if things couldn't get any worse for you, something else came into the cave. A dragon. Yep, a dragon. As in the gigantic mythical creature of a legend, a literal fucking dragon. Before you had only thought you were going to die, now it was a thing sure. You are not going to survive. Then something happened that you didn't expect. The dragon kind of turned into a person. So, add that onto the list of crazy shit that's happened today. He was tall, with spiky blonde hair and blood-red eyes. I know you're not dead, he told you. I got you some food. Just have to cook it. Quick question. What's your opinion on vengeance? Yeah, I think that's vengeance. Oh, version, sorry. Dear me, I don't know. I've never tried that before. You told him, never? He asked in disbelief. It's literally the most common meat in this country. How have you never had it? What are you, one of those super wealthy people from the capital? Wealthy? I fucking wish, you said. After a minute of fiddling with the deer corpse, he walked over to you. Placed the meat over the fire. Hey, whereabouts are you from? He asked, you sitting down on the ground. I've never seen clothes like that. Well, I don't know exactly now where I am right now, you said. Could you, if you have one, show me a map? Maybe point to where we are in the world right now. Then after I can tell you where I'm from? I suppose. He sighed. After walking around for a bit, he eventually found what he was looking for. He came over and sat beside you, showing you the large piece of paper. This is the map of the world, obviously, he explained. That's where we are right now. He told you to pointing one of the continents on the map. Only one problem is, you don't recognize any of the continents on the map. What the hell? You asked in surprise, grabbing the map away from him so you could look at it more closely. Maybe you're just imagining things, right? Yes, you must be. You squeezed your eyes shut for a moment, hoping to see a normal map of the world when you opened them. But it didn't work, though. Fuck, you said to yourself. What's wrong? I'm not from here, you responded. Like, I'm not from anywhere on this map. The hell are you talking about? He asked. This map looks nothing like the one I'm used to, you said. I've never seen any of these continents before, nor countries. Hey, meat's cooked, he said, looking at the meat and taking it off the fire. He handed you a chunk of the cooked. Yeah, it says vengeance. I don't care. Which felt nice and warm. Oh no, you said to yourself. Oh shit, this isn't good. You continued talking to yourself, starting to panic. So, this might sound insane, but I'm pretty sure I might have been transported to here from an alternate universe, you sort of asked. The alternate universe you mentioned, of course, referring to Earth. Yeah, maybe. As if that were a normal thing to say. I mean, magic exists. I wouldn't doubt the idea of an alternate world existing. Magic exists? Well, whoever you are, I'll try and help. You clearly don't know anything here, how anything here works. So the less time you stay here, the less likely you are to die, he said. Plus, the less time you spend here, the less time I have to spend taking care of you. And so, begin your time spent with the shapeshifter warrior Katsuki Bakugou. He largely took care of you, while you two traveled around the country, trying to find an answer to your problem. But things happen, and eventually, he stopped thinking you of a burden. He didn't see you as a burden. He saw you as something else. Katsuki slammed the money on the counter. Hey, this is enough for food and drinks in a room, right? He earnestly asked. Of course, sir, the innkeeper nervously said. Pick any table you want. We'll get some food ready for you. The two walked over to a table. You should probably be a less bit aggressive, you told him. Maybe, but if I take that approach, they're too scared to tell me how much it costs. Oh, it will cost more. Katsuki smirked. It's simply bargaining. Yin, I don't see anything wrong with that. Yeah, maybe, but that only reason you're bargaining work is 'cause people think you'll murder them if you don't just go along with it, you told him, laughing slightly. Later on to the night, as you two sat in the room you'd retired out for the night, something came up. Hey Yin, I know we're trying to find some way to return to your world, but Katsuki paused before quickly asking, what if you didn't have to go? Huh? What if you just stayed here forever? That option can't be that bad, right? He asked. I appreciate the offer, but I really don't. Please, listen, he spoke, grabbing your hands tightly. I want you to stay here forever, Yin. I really don't want you to leave me. Cool, but I have a whole family to return to back home. People are probably worried about me, you asked. Nobody's worried about you. Nobody's waiting for you to return, Katsuki told you. They're probably glad you're gone. You should just stay here with me. That's not true, you yelled. It is, Yin. Absolutely no one cares about you. He wrapped his arms around you. Nobody except me. He clearly picked up on the fact that you were easily manipulated. That's not true, you said quietly, trying to convince yourself that people are worried about you, trying to convince yourself people cared about you. Yin, please just stay here with me, Katsuki whispered. Please, to stay with me forever. My arm just popped. Ow. Maybe I will, you whispered as he stared, believing him. And with that, Yan Lin was never seen on Earth again, choosing instead to live out the rest of their life in the fantasy world with the quote-unquote only person who cared about them.